Trinity Cultural Academy welcomes you all to online classes for horticulture. Friends, if you are interested in online testers and to get the PDF materials, you may take down this mobile number to call and do WhatsApp, and you may do mail to this mail ID too. Friends, kindly subscribe the channel to receive the upcoming videos. Friends, today we are going to see chapter 5 and chapter 6 from unit 3, Pit Nursery and Nursery Media and Containers. At last, we are going to see some important questions and answers from these two topics. Let's see chapter 5, Pit Nursery. Friends, imagine that a farmer is living in a dry region where sandy soil is present. We all know the particle size of sandy soil is larger and so it has low water holding capacity. But the farmer is willing to grow vegetables. Friends, what would be your suggestion to the farmer? You can suggest him to grow vegetables by preparing sunken beds, that is shallow basins with 100 to 130 cm wide, 2 to 5 cm depth surrounding the soil level. Next we are going to see seed type. Monocot plants have one cotyledon and break through the ground in the shape of spike, which help them to handle some cloudiness. Whereas in dicot plants have two cotyledons and emergence from the soil in much more bent form, actually dragging the second seed leaves with them. Dicot plants have less cloud handling ability than most monocots, although the seed size also makes a difference. Seed size. As a rough rule, the larger the seed, less the need for fine seed bed. Large seeds have more energy and can also emerge from greater depths. We have to note a point. Smaller seeds like lettuce, cabbage, onions, amaranth require shallower planting than the larger seeds like okra, squash, etc. Cloudy seedbed makes it difficult to be the precise with planting depth. Friends, we have completed chapter 5 and now we are going to see chapter 6, Nursery Media and Containers. First we are going to see soil mixture, which consists of red earth, farmyard manure, leaf mold, river sand and charcoal in some cases. Commonly used soil mixture red earth, FOM, sand is 2:1:1 respectively. Sand, most satisfactory media for rooting. Peat, remains of aquatic marsh, fog or swamp vegetation. Partially decomposed state derived from sphagnum, hyponym or other masses. Sphagnum moss. Commercially, sphagnum moss is the dehydrated young residue or living portion of acid bog plants in the genus Sphagnum. It is generally collected from the tree trunks of forest species in South Indian hills above 1500 meter mean sea level during the rainy season. It is relatively sterile, light in weight and has high water holding capacity. It is commonly used medium in air layering. Next we are going to see vermiculite, which absorbs large quantity of water. Next, leaf mold, prepared by putting dried leaves with soil by addition of sulfate of ammonia in alternate layers. Decomposition takes 12 to 18 months. We are going to see about sawdust. Sawdust is a byproduct from sawmills. These are the wood products made from redwood, cedar, fir, pine or various hardwood box species. For proper utilization as a growing media and as well as for decomposition, nitrogen is added in sufficient quantity. We are going to see about pumice, which is derived from grey or white volcanic rock consisting of spongy-like gaps, increases aeration and drainage. Perlite is a grey-white material of volcanic origin mined from lava flows. Size range is from 1.6 to 3 mm in diameter, low CEC and mineral content as well as fluoride production. Fertilizer pre-plant, gypsum, dolomite, limestone and microelements. Post-plant, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium in slow release fertilizer form. Next we are going to see what are the containers which are used for propagation and growing young plants. First, earthen pots. They are made of burnt porous clay in various sizes to provide requisite amount of soil and root space to different kinds and sizes of plants. They have straight sides and are made wider at the top than at the bottom to hold the greatest bulk of the compost where the feeding roots are, and also to facilitate easy removal of soil intact with roots like a ball of earth at the time of planting or repotting. Seed pan and seed boxes. Seed pans are shallow earthen pots about 10 cm high and 30 cm in diameter at the top. They have one large hole for drainage in the center or three holes at equidistance from each other. Next, we are going to see about seed boxes. Seed boxes are made of wood 40 cm wide, 60 cm long and 10 cm deep with 6 to 8 properly spaced holes drilled in the bottom. Against each of the holes is placed a crock with its concave side down. Very delicate kinds of seeds like Cineraria, begonia, etc. are sown in these containers. Most familiar one, the polythene bag. Small polythene bags with holes punched in the bottom for drainage and filled with the porous rooting media are used for propagation of cuttings like jasmines, duranda, crotons, etc. in the mist chamber. Sometimes young seedlings which are raised in the nursery are subsequently transplanted in these polythene bags and kept till they attain required growth for transplanting them to the main field. For example, papaya, curry leaf, etc. Let's see about plastic pots. Plastic pots are round or square in shape. It is used to keep mostly indoor plants. They are reusable, lightweight, non-porous, and they require only little storage space. Tools and implements for nursery work. First, we can see about rose can. This is used for watering the nursery. Fine spray of water should be used for watering nursery of small sized seeds. Next, about digging fork. It has prongs of 20 cm long fitted to a wooden handle. Digging fork is used for uprooting plants, rooted cuttings, harvesting of tubers, etc. without damaging the root system or tubers. Next, about shovel. This is a curved steel plate attached to a wooden handle and used for transferring the soil, manures, etc. Garden rake. Garden rake is used for leveling lands and collecting the weeds. Next, about hand trowel. It is used as a small tool for making holes for planting seedlings and small plants. It is also useful for removing the surface weeds in nursery beds. Next, about secateur. It is used for cutting small shoots to regulate shoot growth in fruit trees. Budding or grafting knife. It is used for budding as well as for grafting. It has two blades in which one is with ivory edge used for lifting the bark in the budding operation. Potting. Purpose for which plants are potted or preparing plants for sale such as rooted cuttings of grapes. Growing plants for decoration like crotons. Growing plants for experimental studies like pot culture studies. For using plants as rootstock in certain grafting methods as in innatching of mango. Pot mixture or potting compost. The pot mixture is prepared by using various ingredients. The proportion of pot mixture will vary with different kinds of plants. An ideal pot mixture should have an open structure which allows good drainage and holds sufficient moisture for plant growth and prevents excess water to drain away. The pot mixture should supply adequate nutrients to the plants during all the stages of growth, free from harmful organisms and toxic minerals, and it should be light in weight. Repotting. Repotting is done for changing the soil medium for pot-borne plants. What's that pot-borne condition? When the potted plants are grown for more than one season or 1 year in pots, the roots very soon become a tangled mass and exhaust all the nutrients in the limited soil in the limited place. This stage is known as pot-borne condition. The initial reaction after potting and repotting is wilting. The transpiration loss has to be checked to help the plants revive. Hence, keep freshly potted plants under shade and pot water daily. After about 10 days under shade, the plants should be gradually exposed to sun by keeping them for some hours under the sun and then putting them under the shade. The period of exposure can be increased every week until finally the plants can be kept in the open. This process is known as hardening. Friends, we have completed chapter 5 and chapter 6 from unit 3 and now we are entering into important questions and answers from these two topics. Which medium is commonly used for portraits? Answer is option D, cocoa peat. Reporting is done. The answer is option C, 1 and 2 are correct. Because of numerous decayed roots and at the pot-bound condition, reporting is done. Soil mixture used in nursery media is red earth 2 pots, FOM 1 pot and sand 1 pot. Crop suitable for rising under pot tray. Chili. Dash kg of cocoa peat required for filling 1 pot tray. Option B, 1.2 kg. Friends, you may contact through these two communication ways to get the PDF material and online testers. Thank you for watching the video. Kindly subscribe the channel to receive the upcoming videos. Thank you.